Hi guys, my name is Shadora Jade and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing this Halloween get ready with me. If you'd like to see how I got this mermaid inspired hair and makeup, please keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Shadora Jade and today I'll be doing a mermaid inspired makeup and hair look. To start off, I'm going to begin by filling in my brows, and I'm going to do my everyday brow shape, but to go with the mermaid theme, I'm going to fill them in a green shade. To do that, I'm using an NYC City Proof 24-hour waterproof eyeliner pencil in the color 937 Teal. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadow in the color 40 Tenacious Teal. And I'm going to use an e.l.f. angled brush and just fill in the front of the brow. And then to clean up my brows, I use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan. And I just love the way this color looks. Can you tell? I mean, look at the Mermaid Ready sparkly green. Now to start off my eyeshadow look, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild blending brush in a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette in the color Rose in the Air. And I'm using the berry shade out of that palette. And unfortunately, the shade kept applying pretty patchy and it wasn't as vibrant as I expected it. It looked a lot more purple in the pan and it just wasn't looking that way on my eyes. So after going back and forth trying to pack on that color, and then I went on top of it with the shade Fire out of my Morphe 3502 palette, it just wasn't giving me my desired look. So I'm going to start over using the Smashbox eyeshadow trio in light speed, and I'm using the color Azure out of that trio. It's the darkest blue in the trio, and I'm going to use a Wet n Wild blending brush and just pack and blend that on. This shade also wasn't as vibrant as I wanted, and it did apply slightly patchy, but I was able to work with it, and towards the end of the video, I am going to add another shadow just to make it pop a little bit more. Then I'm going to go ahead with my MAC Free as Air Big Bounce Shadow, and I'm going to carve out my mobile lid. This step isn't really necessary because I'm going to go ahead and cover it up in a few moments, but just use any base you have. And then I'm going to go ahead and with my Maybelline Color Tattoo eyeshadow again in the color Teal on my outer corner. Then I'm going to use my NYX Glitter Glue and I'm going to apply that right over that Free as Air shadow. But I'm going to leave the teal alone because we're going to let that color show. Then just using a small eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to pack on the NYX Loose Glitter in pink. Then I'm just going to go ahead and prime my skin and apply my foundation. I mix my L'Oreal Infallible Glow, my Becca Ultimate Coverage, and a Wet n Wild Liquid Illuminator. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that in using my Real Techniques Body Blender. Then to highlight, I'm using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan. And I'm going to apply that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. Then I'm going to go ahead and use the opposite end of that body blender and blend that out. Then I'm going to use my Maybelline Superstay Pressed Powder just to add extra coverage underneath the eyes and set that concealer in place. Then I'm going to go ahead and bake using a dry beauty blender and my MAC times Patrick Star Patrick powder. And then I'm just testing out this Wet n Wild Mermaid stencil that I got at my drugstore using the shade Fire out of my Morphe 3502 palette. I'm just going to create some scales onto my shoulders. Then I'm going to go ahead and dust off that powder. And now I'm just going to go back in with that stencil, and I'm going to use that berry shade out of the Wet n Wild palette from earlier. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that as if it was my contour. And then for some dimension, I'm going to use the lighter blue shade out of that Smashbox palette and go over that purple. And then I'm going to use that purple shade from the Wet n Wild palette just to contour my nose. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some scales to my forehead. And I'm using the white shade out of that Smashbox palette just to make it slightly lighter on my forehead. I really like the way that the forehead scales came out. Then I'm going to go ahead and with my Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Blossom Glow. And I'm going to apply that onto my collarbone, on my neck, my cheeks, my forehead, and anywhere else I want it to glow. And I'm going to pack on that highlighter. And then I'm just going to use some Wet n Wild setting spray to set that in place. And pack on more highlighter. Then I'm just going to coat my eyelashes with some mascara. And I applied a slight black line off camera. Then I'm going to use these Ardell Mega Volume eyelashes. And I went ahead and applied those off camera as well. Now for hair, I'm just going to go ahead and put my hair back into a tight little bun. And then using this hairspray, I'm just going to spray paint my hair blue-black. And then I'm going to use this braiding hair that I got at my local beauty supply store. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the rubber band attached to the hair and tie it around my bun. And be careful with that hairspray because if it's not dry, it will get everywhere. And then I'm just going to use 3 rubber bands and section off the ponytail to create a sort of genie style ponytail. Then jumping back into makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and apply a coat of mascara to blend in my lashes. And I'm going to go ahead and apply my earrings and put on my outfit. The top I did make myself. If you'd like to see a video on that, please comment down below. If you like how this video turned out, please make sure you hit that thumbs up button and comment down below what you wore for Halloween. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can catch my next upload. Until next time, bye!